Hi there, I'm Drew Badger, the world's #1 English fluency guide, and in this video, I'm going to give you my #1 secret to instant conversation confidence so that when you begin your conversations, you can feel very excited to begin speaking. I'm going to keep this video very short, but I thought I would just give a few examples of how I begin conversations out here in Japan with people I don't even know. Every day when I'm walking around, I try to approach people. It could be even just very quickly, like someone I see at a train station, or especially if I'm waiting for a bus or waiting at a train station, I might just begin having a conversation with somebody. So I might find some reason to do it. But the thing that I use in order to get myself excited and just prepare for the conversation, even if I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about, is I imagine the person is an old friend of mine. So even people I have never met before, when I walk up to them, or if I greet somebody, especially if I go to a convenience store or any store, I walk in and I say, "Hey, how are you?" And I say this with a big, happy voice. Kind of like a more important reason I do it also is so people won't be scared. I'm kind of like a big foreigner that's in this town of, it's not very big. So people are often a little bit nervous when they think, oh no, maybe this person doesn't speak any Japanese. So I have to kind of make them relax, make them calm down a little bit. But when I walk into a place and I say, "Hey, it's really great to see you," I just walk and I say, "Oh, hello." And often I will look at maybe the name tag of someone and I will use their name. And people typically are in a robotic kind of way, looking at people, and they kind of do their normal routine, like especially people at a convenience store in Japan. They just, they take your items, they say, "Hello, welcome to the store," and they take your items and scan them and they give them back to you. But if you try to begin a conversation with them, they think, wow, I'm now having a real human connection with people. So I've talked about this before in a previous video. I don't remember which one exactly, but I was talking about advice for how to go out and just develop your fluency in general just by meeting and speaking with more people. But with this video, I'm really talking about the psychology of how you do that. And this is by imagining that these are people that you've known for a really long time. So I don't just say hello. I'm saying, "Hey, hello." I get quite excited when I see people, and especially in Japan. And this is a bit more of a kind of generally conservative place where you're meeting people and people are not so friendly or not so quick to develop really deep relationships with people very quickly, but I like trying to do that. So it's a different thing than what people are used to, but also that makes it a bit more likely that I'm able to make a connection with these people and to get them into a conversation of some kind. Now, if you're a little bit nervous, if you're thinking about how do I begin a conversation or I don't know what to say, just begin with hello. The point is just to develop a sense or the confidence, the courage to say hello to people that you've not met before, and even if you're the one beginning that conversation. So even if I don't speak any Japanese at all, I would just say, "Oh, hello," and I'm just being, very friendly and open and inviting with people. But I do that by imagining myself as just having known that person for a really long time. So that's just a quick tip for you today. Again, it's not something that you need to think about learning more vocabulary in order to do it. A lot of the real secret to becoming a fluent speaker is to change the psychology that you have, the ways that you think about things. And these are what's really going to help you become a much more confident speaker. Because there are many people I know, like personal students throughout the years that I've had, they know a lot of information, and even they know more English than I know in Japanese. So they know more words or phrases, or they can tell me all about grammar points in English. And I say, wow, I don't know any of that stuff in Japanese, but the difference is that I actually can get out into a conversation and start speaking confidently with people. So it's not about how much you know, it's more about the way you think about the situation, and can you get out and just begin by trying to have a more kind of personal and human connection with people, and you taking the initiative about that. So you starting something and you deciding it's a great idea just to say hello, you haven't seen someone in a long time. I walk into a store, "Oh, hello, how are you?" And people are wow, they're really surprised about that. And most people are "Oh, yeah, I'm doing well, thank you," So they might think it's a little bit surprising, but at the same time, it's really an opportunity for me just to develop that sense of being able to start a conversation with anyone at any time, even if I don't know how it's going to go. So think about this. Just try to imagine the people that you see, and just give them like a smile and say hello. Like the worst they do is maybe not respond to you, but so what? You're the one that got practice, even, like whether they say anything or not. So you're always winning in that situation, regardless of what the other person does. So this is a great way to begin a conversation with instant confidence, and I hope you apply it. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And if you'd like to learn more about applying actual confidence, you can click on the link in this video to learn more about our free fluency quiz. And this is maybe if you have problems with confidence or problems with your vocabulary or problems with maybe remembering what you learn, we can help you with all of these things absolutely free at EnglishAnyone.com. So take our free English fluency quiz by clicking on the link in this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.